So this is my guide to the 16-star speedrun in Super Mario 64. So first I'll be explaining Mario's movement. First off, we have his triple jump, obviously very iconic. His first two jumps can go at different heights, but his third one's always at a fixed height. One thing you can do with the triple jump is use it to get on slopes to get to other areas, like get to the top of the castle without the cannon. Next up is Mario's mid-air jump, so you can use this in many ways. It gives him a little boost in mid-air. You can also use it as a speed kick or to get on slopes just like the triple jump. Like over here, I'm getting on the slope using this kick. By holding A and pressing B repeatedly, I can get up the slope. Up next is the dives and the long jump. Now these you want to use as much as you can, and you want to kind of mix them both together. You don't really want to just use one over the other. But yeah, these are your main tool for going across the game. This game has fall damage, but however, there are ways you can negate it. If you, right before you're about to jump, you can do things like dive, ground pound, or do the mid-air jump that I showed you guys earlier, and you will basically negate all fall damage. So the game is notorious for its absolutely horrendous camera, but it still plays an important role in speedrunning. So all you need to know, C down, C right, C up, and C left, which are the controls, and also Mario Cam and Lakitu Cam. Wall kicking. So it is different from the other games, because unlike other games, you don't slide down walls. Instead, you have a 4-frame window to wall kick, and the timing of your wall kick will change how your wall kick is. A frame 1 wall kick would carry all your momentum over, but if you do it any later, then you will slow down a little bit, and missing all 4 frames will basically just make you bonk. First, do a speed kick to the right, which can be done by holding A and pressing B, and then do a long jump in the same direction. While you're long jumping, C down and C right to face the bridge. And then dive. You should be almost in perfect position to do a long jump without having to do any extra directional inputs. However, you can adjust accordingly, as this isn't always the case. Turn to Mario Cam and clear the text box. After that, do a long jump and then a dive. This sets you up perfectly to go to the door. Next, do 2 long jumps and then you're in the painting. The first way to do this star is by ground pounding the plank that the Chomp is on. This is for people who are not confident in their ability to bomb clip or as a backup strat in case they fail. Start off by setting your camera with using C down and C left. Then do a long jump and 3 jump dives. As you do your third jump dive, C right, and then do a long jump, and then dive to the left and go around the Chomp. Then you want to ground pound the log 3 times, and then the Chomp will go. So the start is the same if you want to do bomb clip. This time, go for the bomb and punch it. Do 2 jumps. The first one should be short and the second at max height. And as you do the second jump, you want to throw the bomb at the same time to push you forward. Turn around and grab the bomb. If done right, the bomb will make you go backwards and you'll go straight for the gate. When you're at the gate, press the punch button, and then go for the star. There are two very common mistakes with this trick. So the first one is not being able to grab the bomb. This is typically because you're not turning around and grabbing the bomb on time. The other mistake is not being able to go through the gate because you're not facing the right direction. So make sure you're going the right way.
Here we go!
Cannonless isn't as hard as everyone thinks it is. It's something called a normalized strat, where basically it has a consistent setup that 100% works unless you're doing something wrong. Long jump to this tree and then C down and C left. This movement doesn't have to exactly be this way. This is a little bit complicated, I know. And this long jump to and this dive can be hard to master, but at the end it's worth it. If you can't do this, there is an alternate backup strat. What you can do instead is go on the slope and go around so you don't have to worry about falling down. Once you're on this plank, you want to go to the right ledge, backflip, and C left twice, punch, go straight down, C left and right to reset your camera, get up slowly, and then hold straight down to get the star.
Here we go!
So this time, as usual, do a long jump to the tree, but instead of doing C left, do C right and C down this time. And then climb up and then do a jump dive. The jump is pretty precise, but you don't have to make it that precise. You can just make things easier on yourself. That's just a little bit more of an optimized angle. You can overdo it and, do that. As you make your way over here, you want to make a dive and then change your camera angle. And then you want to side flip and wall jump. And then you want to do a slide kick, which can be done by crouching and pressing the punch button. It is possible that you can accidentally bonk your head to the top of the platform, so you want to make sure, to prevent that from happening. I recommend doing this star after you do Cannonless, because in case if you fail Cannonless, you can at least drop down and you have this star that you haven't collected yet, so you can do this as a backup strat. Do the same startup as you did with Cannonless, but instead do 2 dives this time, and triple jump dive so you can land on this island, and then run over and long jump to the Whomp. And then you do the famous glitch of ground pounding through the Whomp and then dealing damage, and then do this 3 times until you beat him. Now you don't really have to worry too much about getting right under the star spawn, but it does save a little bit of time. Not too much, but it does save a little bit. You can also get to the island while side flipping, it's just that doing a triple jump gives you more height. This star has the same exact setup as the Whomp star up until you get to the floating island. Long jump to the main platform and then jump to the lowest platform. Side flip and then you can go on the levitating platform. Then side flip and then you can get the star. It can be pretty easy to mess up the side flip and a wall kick, and then you can miss the levitating platform, but overall you should be fine. Not too many mistakes happen with this one. So I recommend doing this over Owless when you're starting, because if you mess up Owless once, then that's already slower than just using the owl and getting the trick first try. It's that punishing. This is a pretty self-explanatory star though. Long jump to the tree, wake up the owl, and then get to the owl and then get in the cage. It can be pretty easy to miss the cage, but as long as you ground pound immediately, then you should be fine.
Here we go!
See right and jump. Once you get to that middle platform, you want to start holding back and then do a mid-air kick. And then you want to side flip and then do a few wall kicks and then get the star. It can be pretty easy to miss the trick, but if you change the camera mid-air, then you have a better view of where the platform is on the bottom. If you get too close to the middle platform, then you will accidentally grab it and you will die.
Here we go!
Use the chimney to triple jump and make your way to the top of the mountain. Grab the penguin and slide down. It can be pretty easy to get juked by the penguin, but you want to make sure you get the penguin as fast as possible so that doesn't happen. All the Bowser stages require lots of movement and are very difficult even for advanced players. You have the choice between doing red coins or not, but for beginners usually they don't do red coins, so for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be explaining how to do this course without doing the red coins. If you do want a guide on how to do the stage with red coins, I will make a video on that. This is a lot to process, so bear with me. Do 3 long jumps, and then dive over these flames. Do a triple jump, and do a wall jump over this small wall. At this point, you want to start chaining a lot of long jumps and dives. Also, you want to change your camera while you're mid-air, so that way it's easier for yourself. Now, these rotating platforms are easy to die on, but make sure that you can adjust accordingly so you don't fall off. And then these platforms you just dive on, and then You get off and side flip on the wall and do a triple jump. Whether you activate the switch or not doesn't really matter. Then you go in the pipe. This is a pretty straightforward segment of the run, so you circle around Bowser. You want to make sure the circle's kind of tight but not too tight or you bump into him. Once you grab his tail, rotate Bowser twice and release him. Depending on how fast you rotate your analog stick, he may be sent flying or he may go to the bomb slowly. C down, then double jump and dive on the hill to slide. Do a few dives, and as you make your way to the pillar, long jump to the Shy Guy. When you long jump, hold neutral so you don't go flying away. Make your way to the bird and then to the pyramid. Slide down and then jump for the star. It can be pretty easy to miss the Shy Guy when you long jump. Sometimes holding neutral won't do the trick and you have to adjust accordingly. Be sure to stay on the right side of the pillar because if you go on the left then the Shy Guy will see you and he'll dive. Start off by setting your camera with C down and C right. Do a triple jump, but be sure to kick on your first jump to set up for your second and third jump. Make sure that when you're doing your double jump, do it at this crease, that way you can set yourself up for the triple jump. When you triple jump, you want to make sure you dive and then slide on the top of the hill, then do another triple jump up to the top of the pyramid. You might miss your triple jump. If you do, then you can simply just triple jump again, no problem. You might accidentally grab onto the top of the fence, but that happens sometimes. Start off by pressing C right. You want to long jump on this lava to this platform, and then long jump again. While you collect these red coins, be sure to do a dive between all of them. There aren't really any mistakes I can think of other than just accidentally burning yourself again during the puzzle, but that's really about it. C right, and then do 3 long jumps to the door. Make your way to the right, and double jump, wall kick, and then do a long jump to this other platform. Take your time with the star. It can be pretty easy to mess up your wall kick because of the angle. You also want to be careful not to wall kick and miss the platform. That can happen a lot. After the star, go to Toad. Once you get 12 stars, he gives you a star for free. If you forget, don't worry. Just get the star before you get all the stars in Maze Cave. If Toad is your 15th star, you can't spawn Mips, and you'll have to re-enter and leave the stage again.
Here we go! Here we go!
As usual, see right and do 3 long jumps to the door. Start chaining a lot of long jumps and dives until you get to the star. The boulder's directions are RNG, so you can't really control that. Turn to the right and double jump, wall kick, and dive to the star. Depending on how the boulders are, they can sometimes mess you up, so be sure to avoid them when you can. If you think the double jump is too hard, you can side flip and wall kick to the star.
Here we go!
This is the star you would do if you didn't do Bowser's red coins. Otherwise, you wouldn't do the star. Do 2 dives to the right to make it to this door. Go to this elevator and go down. You can use this wall to assist you to avoid fall damage. Go to the wall and the elevator will clip you through the floor.
Here we go!
You have to specifically go to the right and you have to rub like this or else it won't work.
Here we go!
As you leave HMC, you also want to leave the room and grab Mips. Grabbing Mips can be tedious, as he can easily juke you out, but once you get a feel for his patterns, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Grab Mips and go to the right side of the door. You want to make sure that his shadow is gone before you crouch. Once his shadow's gone, crouch and you'll be through the door. Turn around and grab Mips, run forward, and then jump, so you can push through the door. While you grab Mips, you want to do short jumps because while you're carrying something, Mario naturally slows down, but jumping makes him speed up a little bit. As you did with the first door, go to the right side, and once his shadow is gone, crouch. Then make your way to Dire Docks. If you can't grab Mips while you're through the door, backflip and you can restart.
Here
There isn't much to say about this star, but when you're swimming, you want to press A at a rhythm. Spamming A actually doesn't make Mario go faster, instead it makes him go slower, so be sure to keep that steady pace. Bowser's sub is pretty slippery, so you can fall off easily. You can either side flip and dive, or you can do a triple jump.
Here we go!
Just like the first Bowser, this requires a lot of movement and is really difficult, so follow along. See your right twice. Do 2 long jumps to this platform, and then do a jump dive. The dive roll is enough to go through this small gap over here. Make your way over here, and then bring yourself in the lava to boost yourself to this platform. Go to this pole, and then you don't have to triple jump necessarily, that's just a little bit of a more advanced thing. You can avoid the triple jump and just do normal wall kicks. Once you've made it on top, do 2 long jumps and 2 dives. And then you'll probably have to wait a little bit before you can go further. Once you make it over here, you have 2 options. You can either long jump to the left side and continue going this way until you make it to the Bowser fight, or you can go on the intended way on the right side. Instead of going forward here, you want to go to the right side, burn yourself twice, and then pull yourself into the main platform so you don't burn to death. So BLJs not only require speed, but good rhythm. Have your first long jump start on the first stair. This is how every BLJ should start, and this is how you're gonna get through the door. The second BLJ is a lot easier than the first one. As long as you keep a good rhythm, then you should be fine. Just be careful that Mario isn't facing the left, because if he is, then he will likely clip into Wedge Dry World. So I wasn't exactly sure how to demonstrate the movement of this game, but this is what I did. So first off, start by doing 2 long jumps, and After this double jump, you have the choice of doing either long jumps or dives. Now here, you have the option of doing either a triple jump or going around. I didn't really do the triple jump, but it's your choice if you want to. It's not the worst thing ever once you start getting used to it. Once you get on these rotating platforms, you want to do a side flip, and you want to do a triple jump. You don't want to activate the switch. Then do a jump dive, and you want to go here and long jump. And this part, a lot of beginners have problems with, but this comes with good practice. So this is a tricky part, so I'm going to explain this. After this cobblestone platform, do a double jump, and at the peak of your jump, do a kick. Then do another double jump, and kick again. You want to make sure that you're controlling your speed while you do these kicks, because if you go too fast, then you will dive, but if you go too slow, then you won't make it to the platforms, then you'll fall. This time, jump again, but don't kick, because you're going to do a triple jump and dive to the pole. Turn your camera around and jump off to the platforms. You can do a few long jumps here and then make it to the rotating platforms. At this point, you can either long jump here, or you can just go here and play it safe. At this wind area, you'll have enough speed to dive once, so go for it. Then triple jump, and go into the pipe.
So long, BLJs. So long, BLJs. So long, BLJs.
So Bowser throws aren't necessarily hard, but they're easy to mess up, and this one has 3 throws that you need to do in order to beat Bowser. Like you did in the first Bowser fight, circle around him and grab his tail. When you successfully throw Bowser at a bomb, he will do this little bounce. When he bounces, you can jump dive and grab his tail mid-air, but this can take some time to get used to, so don't feel like you have to do this right now. And then keep doing this until you hit Bowser the 3rd time. After beating Bowser, he has some text, skip through that, and then get to the star. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys found this to be useful. This is my first time doing a guide, and I'm not exactly the best with this, but I hope it turned out well. If you want me to do more guides in the future, let me know. I don't typically speedrun the 16-star category, but I can do this again if you guys wanted. I typically speedrun the 70-star category for those who are curious. But yeah, that's all for now.